it kind of confirmed this no atheists in foxholes narrative, and that when I was in this plane crash in my dream, one of my first instincts was to say an Our Father, to think, look, just in case, let's see what we can do here.
Yeah.
And one of the things that
Yeah.
occurred, and it was in that strange situation where you're kind of in control but not in control of what you're doing in a dream. It wasn't a lucid dream. I started saying the Our Father, but I went out of my way to say it in original phrasing. I tried to change every single word or every single phrase.
Well, that's commendable.
And it was as if in that moment of where prayer, if it's going to be tried and let's see if this really works and done properly, it was an exercise in trying to really actually get to grips with the words. And I think this is where a lot of religious instruction may go wrong, and what puts so many people off is this ritualistic approach to engagement
Yes.
with religion that you see across schools, when it should be about
Yes,
actually
I
engaging
agree.
with the subject.
Yes, and what you did in your dream was you made that your own by putting it in your own words instead of just a ritualistic recitation. You made it a genuine prayer in that sense. I think that's commendable.
Yeah, and that's the first time I've mentioned that story publicly, and I do wonder what the religious online will make of it, because they'll probably want to read into it a bit. I must say that I think it's a little bit weak and potentially self-defeating for people to say, aha, see, in your moments of despair, you turn to God. It's as if saying, look, I know that we can't convince you with reason and argument and evidence, but I tell you what, when you're in your most desperate situation, then maybe you'll finally consider it. I don't know if that's as strong of an argument as it could be, just to preempt that response from people. But I did find that interesting, that was a
Yes, yeah.
response, as if I was finally willing to take this Pascalian wager that I've been told so many times is actually a con.
Yes, and I wonder what would happen if it weren't simply a dream, but a near-death experience. I was recently reading about some of the research done on these near-death experiences that people report, and there is sometimes a remarkable sense of approaching God or coming near to God that is consistent across these experiences.